Howdy folks, happy 4th of July. Billy Jean with TGIRC. Thank God it's radio controlled, because if it were real life we'd all be screwed. I got a day off of work today because it's the 4th. Happy Independence Day everybody. And so we're going to take this opportunity to work on the course, Copper Canyon. We've been messing around with level 1 and 2 for a few months now. I did take a short time off from working on this due to some family, death in the family and whatnot, and just taking care of a lot of things. But I'm back in the game now, and we're going to start on level 3 of Copper Canyon. First thing we're going to do is we're going to chop these tall stanchions off of here to make a flat level area, because the initial plan a long time ago was to go 4 levels, but we're going to stop at 3. So we're going to chop those top parts off and start putting the platform on for the 3rd level, and we'll go from there. That's that. Next, we're going to start bolting down the platform here. We already got the big piece on there, and we'll check the other side out where we're going to make the connection between the levels. So let me put this away. Okay, we grabbed the drill, and we're going to start putting this top piece on. Just a few screws will do it. Doesn't need to be a lot. Just want to hold it in place. So now we're going to go take a look at the other side, and we'll explain how the 2 levels are going to meet the 3rd level, or the 2nd level is going to meet the 3rd level. Alright, so the tunnel mountain scene here kind of has this dead ending right here, and there's going to be a suspension bridge that comes up and through this hole right here to a 3rd level. So we got some material here that's going to cover a section of this on the front and rear, and there's going to be a gap in the center where the suspension bridge will connect. Haven't quite exactly decided how I'm going to construct the bridge yet. I have an idea, and we'll both work on that together, or we'll all work on that together, because there's more than 2 of us watching this video. Or more than 1 of us watching this video, more than 1 working on it. Something like that. But anyway, so we're going to try and measure out a couple things, and we'll go from there. Alright, so we're going to use a piece of rope kind of as our measuring device as to how this is going to look on here, because it's going to be a suspension bridge, so rope is probably the natural medium it's going to lay kind of like a bridge. So we're going to kind of stuff this. Let's see how we're going to attach this down here. Now what we'll do, we'll grab a 2x4. We'll tie the end of it to a 2x4 for now. Put that there. That's kind of where it's going to start. And then it's going to come up here somehow. So, I don't know if y'all can see that. Kind of. Something like that. So, maybe a little bit further. Like that. Less of an angle. And then we're going to suspend the center of the bridge up here, or here, from up top, so that it's not just drooping down like this when the truck is driving on it. So it'll have a mid suspension point, maybe in a couple spots, maybe here and here, just to give it some stability. But I think that's going to be pretty good. So right about where this knot is going to be the landing of the second platform. And I don't know, I'd say about 6 inches back from this knot where the flag is going to be the other side of the opening. So let's go ahead and make our platforms up here based on those measurements. So we said we wanted to come from this knot right here. So I'm gonna measure off the end of the board over here and go cut it. All right. So that puts that board right there out to the knot where we wanted it. And let's plop this other half in here and see where it lands. So let's see. This is going to come up to here. So I'm thinking we could actually just leave it like that, and it'll give plenty of room for the truck to come up. That way we don't got to cut no more. So let's attach these boards. We're just trying to keep it real simple. Don't got to be complicated. Alright, so where these boards meet, this big board is kind of sagging in the center, so we're going to put a cross brace along the bottom there on the front and back so that it holds up. To do that, we'll use some of these cut pieces of 2x4 that we just cut off. Boom, extra material. So we'll just grab some screws here. Get them started. There we go. There we go. Put about 4 screws in here. Alright, that side's braced up. Now we're going to do the other side.
How come is it every time I work out here, one of my neighbors is doing the lawn, so you hear all this lawn maintenance noise going in the background.
Well, that about sums it up. The upper deck is now done. All right, so here's our upper level. I just made sure that the gap here is wide enough for all the 124 scale trucks to crawl through, which is plenty wide, so we're good to go there. We got plenty of support up here to hold everything, so now we can start constructing our suspension bridge. Like I said, we're going to use rope and wood, and we're going to make a rope bridge going to the top. So let's see if we can plan out how we're going to do that. All right, folks, so I've got kind of an idea what we've discussed what we want to do. We want to use the rope, and we're going to put the rope like through the wood and tie it all together to make kind of like this formation, right? Only instead of rigid, it's going to be rope going through there, so it's a suspension bridge. And I got a couple different kinds of wood to work with. I have the natural wood, and I have like cut lumber wood that I can cut up into little pieces. So I'm gonna close out this video for the day and leave a question for y'all. Which wood would you prefer to see the suspension bridge made out of? The logs or the lumber? Go ahead and leave me some comments down in the comments, and we'll take a poll and see which one we use. All right, this has been Billy Jean with Thank God It's RC. Laters.